access.
This is The Spot. The Spot with your host, Prophet Pete and DJ Shawn Recognize.
Yo, you already know, man. It's your boy and your girl call me Trigger because I make a body bust, and when I lay that chick down, you know back shots is a must. It's your boy Prophet. Yo, I give an extra ball on that one.
Yeah, for the city that never sleeps. And of course, it's me, his boy, partner in crime. Your baby mother loves me. I think the last words I said to her was turnover. Shawn Recognize. What's up, world?
treating her like a pancake.
Flip.
Flip over that shit.
So
Yo,
we're sorry to be late, but you know how it is sometimes, man. We're on the CPT.
Yeah, man. Color people time. You already
We're
know, man.
trying to get things right for you, the people.
Yo, I'm in the city.
Yeah.
And
Speak on it.
yo, the last 2 days, prior to today,
Yeah.
the weather was beautiful for being, the end of February.
Right.
And then woke up this morning and it's a 40-degree difference. I said, only in fucking New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
29 degrees at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, this shit don't make no damn sense.
It's not a game, man. And it's supposed to be a storm brewing, in the Midwest that's coming this way. It's supposed to be some kind of big snowstorm. So, we're going to have to deal with that later on in the week, too. So, probably early next week, whatever. However.
Yeah, I'll be right in there. I don't even think I got a snow brush. So I'm going to be.
No, I don't. I don't, man. I need to invest in one. But I'm more concerned with the drivers, man. People, take your time on the roads, please. If you're listening, you know what I mean? You're not used to driving in snow. Just don't act like it's everyday driving, treat it special.
Yeah.
You don't want to end up in a ditch or wrapped around a tree or something. Just take it easy, man. Because it's way too many accidents, especially down here. But I'm not going to go into geographical locations and the way people drive on the road because then I'll get into a debate about which state is the worst drivers. Florida, excuse me.
Yeah, Florida. Yo, I'll tell you one thing. Just even thinking about that, and I was having this discussion with my daughter yesterday, and we was driving up to Yonkers, and driving in New York, driving in Baltimore, and then driving in Georgia. Different.
Completely
different. Where the crazy part is, I drive in New York. I'm more comfortable. There's like 1,000 cars around you at one time in New York when you driving, right?
And New York,
right? And New York drivers is disrespectful. Like the cutoff game in New York is different.
Yeah, yes, it is. I agree.
Right? They know how to cut you off, but not hit your car.
Right.
In Baltimore, niggas will cut you off, smash up your car, send you into another parked car. They hit 3 more cars. Like, wild, crazy.
It's different.
Georgia, you just get run over by a truck. Like it's just the 18-wheeler just running you over.
Hey, that's not a game. My cousin got hit by a truck down there, which is wild that you say that. That's very true.
Yo,
got knocked across the road. Everything. You're right, man. It's crazy hectic. Where did Tracy Morgan get into that accident with a Walmart truck? Hit him. What was that? What do you know? What state that was in?
I know. I don't think it was Jersey. It was probably a little more southern than that.
If that shit was Georgia, I'm a while out.
Yo, that would be wild.
I'll find that out right now. I'm about to Google that shit.
Because, no lie, like for real, even listening to the radio in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
They talk about side swipes, right? And there's a whole thing about getting hit by trucks in Georgia on the radio, and they got lawyers that specialize in the shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. You believe that? That's a fact. That's a snap.
They talk about people will get you $100,000. There's one commercial where some lady was saying she got into an accident. The lawyer got 100,000. Then a few months later, there was another accident, and that same lawyer got $100,000 again.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, Big Fee? We see you.
That was on the that was on the Jersey Turnpike. That's where that was at.
It was
Right.
in Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey. It says on the New Jersey Turnpike. It doesn't say exactly where, but I'm quite sure it's in Jersey somewhere.
What was the truck driver from Georgia? Because those niggas is
see, now you're doing. Now you're getting deeper. It could be that. That could be.
I'm telling you, like it's the. Yeah, I don't care if you there. I'm bigger than you. I got 80,000 pounds in this truck. What up? And you can't do nothing.
Hold on, let me see.
You can't do nothing but go with the flow of getting hit and getting sent into another lane or just your car being destroyed.
Of course, the guy didn't do any jail time.
Yeah, so he wasn't black. He wasn't black.
Hold on, let me see. Is this the guy?
But as you looking at him,
good God, no, I think it was a black dude.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it looks like. Hold on.
The sleepy driver.
Yeah, like it was a black dude.
Yeah, so
90 million, just like that.
90 million, right?
Oh.
So, when it comes to this equality and all that, there was a lot of the whole trucker thing and people serving time, not doing time or whatever.
Yeah.
Over the last week, I would say I watched something, and I want to say it was on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime doesn't pay us.
Yeah.
But I will say this: there was something that I watched, and it was called Equal Standard.
Where'd you watch it? Give them the platform so that people can check it out.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. I watched it on Amazon
Prime. All
right. Had a lot of people in it that we would recognize from a lot of we had Ice-T was in there. You had Tretch, Naughty by Nature.
Uh-huh.
You had Federal Star. You had and I don't know his actual name, but if you ever watched The Wire, that was the dude he was the hitter that spent all the time in the jail, and his son wanted to run in the streets too, but he wasn't really built like that.
Okay, yeah, I know you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Weekday, right? He was in it. So you talking about Ice-T, you talking about Federal Star, you talking about
star-studded cast.
Right. Like
well, and I'm not talking about as far as actors, professional actors goes. I'm just talking about when I say star-studded cast, I mean our celebrities. So I want people to get twisted.
Yeah. So when we look at it, this particular thing and the theme of it was, and it was based out of New York, NYPD doing wild stuff or whatever. And what happened was you had a highly decorated detective that was black.
Uh-huh.
Had a black wife that was also in the police department. I don't know if I can't remember if she was she was a sergeant in the police department.
Uh-huh.
Right? He walks out of a bodega, right? Corner store bodega. There was some game that was going on that they watched probably in the bodega. So when we watch sports, right? As men, you come out and you a little hype, you a little loud, talking shit to your man. They walk out the store. 2 plainclothes officers run up on him. And he's like, yo, I'm a cop.
Uh-huh.
I'm a cop. And he's like, he's the plainclothes officers pull up and they ask him for ID. Now we all know that the melanin in their skin was lacking.
Right.
So they like, yo, let me see your ID. Well, that stop and frisk shit that was going on here for a minute. And he basically gave that police lingo. Like when I'm spitting this, you should know that I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
So did the call come through from Central and blah 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 this that and the third? Yo, I'm a cop. Nah, no, you not. Where's your ID? What basically ends up happening in just this 1 minute clip or 2 minute clip, the other white officer says, gun. The other white officer already had his gun drawn,
Right.
shoots him
Mm-hmm.
twice. But the only thing that saved him is that because even though he was off duty, he was still wearing his body armor.
Look at that. Look at that.
Right? So he outside wearing a bulletproof vest while he off for work.
Right.
Pulls out the gun. Now he got shot twice. He pulls out his gun, shoots the officer that shot him.
Oh shit.
And he was like, nah, I ain't dying here right now. So he popped him. Boop, boop,
Uh-huh.
twice. You know that his partner basically lied and said he never identified himself as a police officer. We saw a gun. That's why he
Uh-huh.
got shot.
Uh-huh.
That officer died. The one that the white officer died,
Yeah.
but he came from a family of people that was in the NYPD.
Uh-huh.
So it was generations of NYPD officers. They basically attempted to charge the black officer with first degree murder.
Get the fuck out of here.
But within this whole situation, they were showing how police were shooting unarmed individuals in New York, mistaken, oh, I thought he was reaching for a gun. He was reaching for a cell phone. I
Yeah.
killed him. They were getting off. There was a legit situation. A black officer basically lost his detective status and everything else just based off of what was said by the lack of melanin individual.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And
Why?
it's probably not a situation that doesn't happen. And it probably goes down more often than we believe. You know what I'm saying? Than we want to think of. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's messed up because I think that whoever directed the movie, I don't know who directed the movie, but I would tell you that it was something that we think about,
Uh-huh.
but it never gets publicized like that. Like
What,
even
call the name of the movie again. Call it again. What's the name of the
uh,
movie?
equal standard.
Okay.
There's
So
no S.
make sure
There's
y'all look for that.
equal standard. Amazon Prime. You will find it on there. Definitely, I think it's a good watch. I think it's something that you should really really watch.
I'm gonna
You
check it out this weekend for sure myself. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
know, like even if we watch, if you ever watch, and I don't know if it's ABC, NBC, or whatever, but Blue
Mhm,
Blood, right?
mhm. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm
Right,
familiar with it.
right. So Blue Bloods is a situation where it's a it's a law enforcement family. If they're
Mhm.
not cops, they're lawyers, they're district attorneys and things
Mhm.
like
They're somewhere involved in the
that.
process. Hmm.
Somewhere involved in the process where things are put in a certain light. But there was a point where the officer that got killed, his father was like, "You ain't one of us just because you wear blue. You black, so you not one of us. You don't get treated the same." Like
Mm.
it was that kind of, yeah, we let you in for this inclusion type of thing, but you still not equal.
It was real, some real shit.
Yeah, and we do get that. They'll let us in, but there's a motive behind it. Right, they get a little
Usually it involves the quota.
the quota, the extra
You know
funding
what
that
I'm
they
saying?
get.
If you catch my meaning, usually it's the quota.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Representation.
it's like that situation threw me. It didn't throw me for a loop. I was just surprised that they actually let it be out there like that. Like it was one of those things that got picked up and got played, and people could just stream it on a random. Now it could be because it's Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be gone before by the time the 28th come. It'll probably be the last time you can find it easily.
Yeah.
But you're definitely gonna have to make sure that you check it out, man, because in LA it happens. It happens everywhere too
Everywhere
often.
we at.
Right, too often than not.
Mm-hmm.
So switching gears a little bit, right? Um, you know, there was a term that I heard the other day, and I've heard it many times. And you know, there was I can't remember the individual's name, but he's from LA over in Thailand
Mm-hmm.
right now, moved to Thailand. And he's promoting that black men should go where they're appreciated and not tolerated. And in Thailand, they're treated black men are treated a lot different than they are here.
Man, let me tell you, I've heard that before. There's a guy online. I don't want to call his name because I can't remember if it's the yeah, I don't want to slay his name. I don't want to disrespect him like that. But he's on YouTube, as a matter of fact. And he does his basically his whole thing is about that subject. About going there and you know what I'm saying, there's women over here that you know what I mean, treat you this way and blah 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 blah. That's his whole gimmick is that.
Hmm. So
So
so how do you and I'm not trying to start controversy or nothing, but I'm not
an
I really
a pilgrimage, an exodus.
right. I'm not but you know this is the barbershop. So
Right.
when dudes is talking, this is the kind of thing that we talk about. It's
Go ahead,
like
Pete. You gotta keep it 100. Go ahead, man. I know where
no,
you're going.
but do you
I'm
think
with you. I got you back, man.
that us actually leaving America, that
Uh-huh.
you know, leaving all black women behind is where we would be appreciated more versus you know going to a foreign country because you know not
Hey,
for
you
nothing,
just said you gotta go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it.
right, right, but it's wild though because yo, I can listen to me and my brother be talking and he like, yo, you go to DR, they treat you like a king.
Yeah, yeah. That's
They
very true.
they will lick the dirt off your feet in DR. My daughter went to DR
Yeah.
and she was like, there was a dude that got on the floor and used his hand to wipe the sand off the beach while she was walking. Do you
Uh,
know what that's like? Like
yeah, it's crazy.
hearing it, just imagine it. That's some coming to America shit,
Yeah, yeah. Some King Joffrey Jaffa shit. Or
right?
Joffrey Jaffa, however you said it.
So it's like, but is that real? Is it? You know, it's just crazy, you know. And I think we are celebrated here, but we're not celebrated enough. But due to systemic racism, right? They have broken up the black family long time ago.
That's the goal. That's always been the goal. That's been the mission. But we gotta celebrate us more. You know what I mean? Like we had to celebrate each other more, man. It's too much backbiting and too much hating, player hating. They used to call it player hating. Now it's just hating.
Right?
You know?
They got to play over it.
Yeah. So so there's too much of that going on, man. So we got to get back to celebrating us, and then I think once we do that more, once we see that more, that will, that outpouring will kind of like expand. Cause hell, we all we got is us. You feel me? So we got to celebrate us, man. The small and the
Right.
large victories.
Yeah, because if we don't, we just gonna repeat history, and if we
Nobody
don't,
else. Nobody else.
right, like it's nobody else is going to do it for us.
Exactly.
Nobody else is going to do it for us, and it's important that we move in the direction in order to make ourselves better. Because not for nothing, although us as minorities, and I hate that word, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Definitely
I know
hate
what
that
you mean.
word. Like I hate the word minority because we're not. We're the majority. But hey, it is what it is.
Uh,
Um, th- th- they give us a
yeah.
label and we kind of rock with it. We kind of accept it. We are who we are because of acceptance. The fact of the matter is that until we stop accepting the bullshit, it's the only way it's going to change. Like it's the only way it's going to change. And I'm sorry, and we're gonna have to put this shit on our shoulders, and we're gonna have to carry that and do something about it. Because the ones that have grown up where we grown up, and we talk about hip hop and all this stuff all the time. We talk about black love. We got artists that are out there. We got Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? Power couple. We have power couples that are in the forefront of a lot of situations, but we choose to do things different from what we see that is put on a pedestal in front of us through networks that are owned by us, for
Right.
us by, right? We own our FUBU shit, but we ignore the FUBU shit. We gonna go to Gucci. We gonna go to Fendi. We gonna sit there and we gonna rock with that. We ain't gonna rock with what's for us and by us.
Yeah. And I gotta say something about that because recently I was just talking to Plug about this today. Did you know that Snoop just did an ad for Gucci?
Did he?
Just I mean, recently. I'm quite sure it's old now. Because usually when the picture comes out, the work has been done for months already at a time. But yeah, man, they threw him a bag. He took a shot. You know what I mean? Nice picture from what I'm told. I haven't seen it, nor do I want to, because you know what I'm saying. I hate to see somebody so great in that way, and just basically sell out for the bag because I feel like they've already shown their cards. They've already shown how they feel about us. It's not you know, and this is what I really hate also too when corporations do this. They do these these press runs, at these apologies, these big public apologies of after the offense has been committed. You know what I mean? To oh, that's not who we are, and we don't accept that kind of treatment. We're not racist or whatever the case may be. But the harm is already done. You already said you put your cards out there already. So taking it back and trying to sweep it and act like it didn't exist. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Once you drop the plate, you can glue it back together, but it's never gonna look the same. It's gonna have cracks all in it. You
And
feel
that's
me? So I don't advocate for that. Once they did that, man, once they showed their true colors, no pun intended, that should have been it, man. That should have been we should have been done with them. But then you got everybody still rocking it in the videos, and everybody want to go get the flip flops just to show how much money they spent, and and then you got Jim Jones up in there crying about not getting no fucking sparkling water because he's been up in there 2 hours, and your dumbass don't need to be in there in the first place. You know?
yo. But this is what what's the saying? It's like never try and repaint a picture after somebody shows you their true color.
Yeah, man. And Floyd go, oh, I'm going into Gucci. I'm going into Gucci. You know what I mean? Just the epitome of, you know what I mean? I got money and I'm just gonna be ignorant with it. You know what I mean? I don't care. You ain't gonna tell me how to spend my money. It ain't about that. It's
It's
about it's about being loyal to your peoples.
yeah,
It's about setting an example for those that want to be like you and want to and the kids that look up to you, man. Whether you choose to believe it or not, you do have people that want to be like you or be something like you.
right. And even if you're successful, or if you're someone that moves a certain way, there are people out there, although they may not say it out loud, they want to emulate you. You
Mm-hmm.
are a role model to them.
Yes, sir.
And when you when you achieve these things of these moments of success and you are in the public eye, I think it's very important that you understand the message that you portray to the people that don't even communicate with you directly. It is very important because we all know we were all young at one point in time that we were influenced by the adults around us.
No
Although
doubt.
they didn't know that they was influencing us in doing the things that we did, we still did them because we looked up to those individuals because we was able to see them do things and have the things that we may have thought about having.
Yeah, you soak up your environment. It's just like little kids imitating what they see. It's the same shit. Same mentality. You know? You're gonna mimic what you see. You're gonna do what you see somebody else do.
Yeah.
Especially if you see it, more often than not. But anyway,
Yes.
so do you
So
buy any you ever buy any you buy any have you ever bought any food items from Family Dollar, P Money?
um
Food
yes,
items now.
no, well, when you say food, what are you talking about? Like maybe cans of soup or like some microwavable shit.
Okay,
Um,
well look, they got I'm not gonna say an issue going on right now, but apparently there was a Family Dollar in, let me see where this is, somewhere in Arkansas. Trying to get the right location. Just says Arkansas facility.
of course.
And it
Of,
said various products were sold at 100 Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, and Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Shade Room, by the way. They're removing these items from their stock. Apparently, they had some rodent issues in many of the stores, so they shut them down. I want to say, I don't want to say the wrong number. I heard it was like 400. I hope that's the accurate number because I don't know. That could just be a rumor, but it was a lot of damn stores. Put it like that. Yeah.
so
I
you
want to
had
stay
rat.
clear. Oh, these were food items like the cold food, like stuff in the freezer and the fridge, and all of those. It's nothing that was no dry goods, no like chips, nothing like that. But these are the food items. They got the little food section popping back there now, little frozen pizzas and little minute steaks that take 30 seconds.
Yo, but I tell you, Family Dollar got that good that'll give you a heart attack. Fuck up your whole life.
Fuck
If
your
you
damn.
ever, and I ain't coming for Family Dollar like that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not for nothing. If you ever look at the nutrition label on the stuff
Man,
that's sold in it, you
man. If
yo
you can
you
find it, if
right.
you can find it, sometimes there's no damn label on. Don't even know what's in it.
It's like this big.
They don't want
Like,
you to know what's in it, P Money. That
nah,
shit
they
fuck your
don't.
damn stomach up.
Yo, you need to find a whole new situation. Just all right, we got smartphones, so you gotta take a picture of anything that has this white little rectangle and then zoom in. Like it might be microscopic on the
Man,
product.
let me tell you, man, you can't Netflix and chill with the bubble guts. You feel me? So don't mess with none of that mystery meat. Go ahead
Nah.
and get you. Go ahead and get you. Go ahead and get you some real ground beef or some what you call it now? The
Oh, that Beyond Meat
Beyond
or
Meat. Yeah, Beyond Meat. Yeah, get you some of that.
Beyond what is it? Beyond Beef or Beyond Meat
It's so many different variations.
then
So
is
many
the
different variations.
Impossible.
Shouts out to Dame Dash. He fucking with that Beyond Meat.
Yeah, yeah, I get phone calls from those assholes all the time, but the people that be calling me, they be like, "Yo, you should get on." Like, bro,
I mean, hey,
I,
if they want to throw the spot a bag, we can.
yeah,
Hey, we can advertise every week now. If they want to, they
yeah.
want to
You
spend a
know what?
little. If they
Next
want to
time I
spend a
get
little
a phone
skrilla.
call, The next time I get a phone call, I'll be like,
Yeah,
yo,
you might want to,
how about
network
we
that P
talk
Money.
about
Come
this
on, man.
real
Come
quick?
on, brother. We got a
We got
wheel
to
and
talk.
deal. Harlem.
Yeah, because they be calling me and they be like, yo, and they say my name like they knew me for 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you came across my portfolio and figured you was going to talk to me this way, right? Like you knew me.
Yeah,
That-
that's how they come
No,
at you, man.
you don't know me. I'm sorry. I don't trust
Yep.
you. I gotta hang up. Sorry. Boop.
Yep. I get the emails like that too. Hey, Shawn, what's going on? I'm like, this motherfucker don't know me. What are you
I
gonna
don't even
do?
know how they got my motherfucking number.
Yeah, man. Well, they got a lookup for everything now. You can put the number in and get the whole itinerary. Everywhere you've been, where you're going, what time you gonna get there.
Yo, and I would say this, right? Um, and when I'm saying what I'm about to say, I want to say this to my people. And
Put them on.
this is very important, right? America is one of the only places that, when we talk about East Coast, West Coast, right? Well, not East Coast, West Coast. We talking about the east side of the world, west side of the world, right? There's that universal healthcare that they have over on the other side of the world. I don't know who drew the line. We're considered the east, they're considered the west, but they on the east side of the globe versus where we at. I don't even know. That's that bully shit. But anyway, something that I want people to pay attention to, and it's something that Obama did when he was in office. He couldn't get the universal health care thing going on here, but that whole Obamacare thing, and if you could afford it or can't afford it, there's no reason why nobody in the United States should not have health care. It's something that was a lot more difficult before he took office versus where we are today.
Right.
So it's important that there's no reason to suffer and there's no reason why you can't get the help that you need if there is a situation and your finances are not correct. There's no reason. Please educate yourself and take advantage of it. Obama did much for us, but it was never put out there like that. It was a picture that was painted black, unfortunately.
pun intended. That time.
Wanted for real. And then we have 4 or 5 try to take the whole situation down once he took office. We already know he gonna run again, so we probably gonna have to get those straps because it's gonna be serious
So what
if
you think
he
about? So what you think about this situation? We got to talk about it because it's what's going on right now. What you think about the situation? Uh, with Ukraine getting run up in,
ah I
And
knew it was
old Vlad over there.
I knew it was coming. Like we talking about like months and months of this, like being in the news,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like it was a sprinkle. Like it was definitely like we just sprinkled it.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna sprinkle it here. We gonna sprinkle it there. We gonna drop it here. We gonna
It
drop
was
it
just talk. It was talk. It was a lot of talk. But
there. But
apparently he was setting up the chessboard pieces, and then he hit the button, and now it's on. It's full
oh,
on tanks. It's full on rockets. It's full on. We coming in and catching bodies. We got planes. You know, dropping bombs and all of that's going on right now.
but we
So
again, this is history repeating itself. No lie, right?
yeah,
Because for those, and I don't even know if they talk about this in schools here nowadays, right? The Soviet Union,
yeah.
right? USSR. Like these are things that they ain't even. I don't even think my kids know anything about. But when it was going on, like I know I was young and all this stuff, and
You talking
you
about the
know,
Cold War?
right, the Cold War, talking about all these things.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with people from Russia, the Ukraine, and stuff like that.
Man, let me tell you, I work with a guy 3 years. I want to say 2.5, 3 years, something like that. Russian guy, older Russian guy, man, taught me so much. So you know what I mean. I know plenty of people from there. One of wonderful groups of people. All of the ones that I met. I mean, I know some in the borough that they do their thing as far as the scams is concerned, but they still good people. They love their families and good to their kids. They take care of their mother and their parents. Good people. But what's going on, I think, is and the word that keeps coming up in my mind is bully. He's basically going in there and taking it like, yo, this is, these people are being challenged, and his excuses, it's under the guise of there are people there that want to be down with us, and they're being held by the military of this particular location. So we're gonna go in and take the whole shit, so our people feel comfortable again. That's the mentality we supposed to believe.
And
But basically, it's just a land grab. You know what I mean? It's straight up gentrification, but it's just on a global scale.
right, and it's really different for to see it that way, right?
Yeah.
Because being on this side of the world,
Mm-hmm.
right? It was all based on skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
For them, it's more of a regional thing, not skin tone, because they all, and I hate to say this because this is what y'all say to us. We all look alike.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all look alike too, but
Mm-hmm.
like for real, y'all look alike. But y'all be trying to attempt to dominate one another. Um, I've actually witnessed, you know, back in 2020, 2019, I've watched someone from Russia belittle someone from the Ukraine
Mm-hmm.
in front of me. And I was like, yo, that is wild. Like it was a thing that I was like, I don't even understand why this is happening right now. I witnessed it. I was like, yo, you really need to relax because what you're doing right now and the words that you're saying out your mouth would get you in a lot of trouble here. But then there was something that was said to me even about the Black Lives Matter movement. And they were like, where I'm from, that wouldn't even go down like that. We where I'm from, they just run everybody over with tanks and kill everybody.
Yeah.
So they ain't nobody oppose what's going on. We just gonna kill everybody.
Yeah. Which is crazy because imagine waking up and then you got bombs dropping like 10 blocks away. You know what I mean? You see rockets. I saw a film. Yo, there was a video. I don't know if it was on the gram or where, but a guy took a video with his phone of a damn missile coming down from, you can hear boom, you see the joint blow up and then the smoke. And I was just like, and it looks like he's literally blocks so he could walk to the location. You feel me? This is within walking distance of his crib. There's other cribs around, people walking through the streets. Crazy, P Money. It's
And I
crazy,
would
man.
tell people, like, no lie. And this is me being honest and really taking a real deep breath before I even say this. Right? I've been to, several parts of the world. We are very privileged here. We are very sheltered from that anarchy, that um all the words that just say, yo, we gonna run shit and fuck y'all and this ain't going the way you think it's gonna go. We are able to move around freely. Right? The land of the free and the home of the brave. I don't know if we the bravest, but because I seen other people do some wild, crazy shit. I
Some
think
big
that was
shit.
right. Us going to work is not being brave. I'm sorry, or just standing outside or going to the supermarket is not being brave. We are protected by a lot. We have we have a lot of things that protect us in the United States. But until you end up in places where things are a lot different, you learn to appreciate what you have here. There are a lot of things that we have here that we can be appreciative of.
That's a fact.
But educate yourself. Really educate yourself, people. I'm sorry. You just got to educate yourself because we got running water. There's people that if the heat go out for 10 minutes, they don't even know what to do with themselves here. There's people that don't got heat. They live in huts. There's no running water. They drink the same water from the water that the animals bathe themselves in, shitting and pissing. Poland Springs does not exist where they are.
Mm.
Aquafina and Dasani, non-existent.
Some people gotta walk miles just to get the water and bring it back. Miles. Imagine if you had to every time you wanted to drink a water or you wanted water to wash or brush your teeth, whatever. Imagine if you had to walk 2 miles to get it. One way, 2 miles. Imagine that.
I'll tell you,
People living like that, people. People out there, like in the world, existing right now. Somebody walking right now to go get that water because they want some water.
I will
Feel
tell
me?
you,
So if you
the
go your
cook,
whole life, if you go your entire life just turning the faucet and water comes out, of course you're not gonna understand what that's like. You know?
and I will tell you, I went to Jamaica, and I know I probably spoke about this one time in the last several years, right? Went to Jamaica, but I didn't go to the resort area.
Yeah.
I was on the King. I wasn't Montego Bay side.
Right.
I was Kingston side. I was. If I wanted to go to Montego Bay, I had to catch a little plane to go to Montego Bay to be in the resort. I was in the mountains, the hills, where people literally, and it bugged me out when I saw it. I tell you, like you know how you go to the supermarket and you get your herbs and your spices. Nah, these individuals was out there pulling it from the roadside.
Yeah.
Yo, this is oregano. And that's how we ate. Or they pulled whatever. There was, yo, you want some water? We gonna cut this coconut from the tree and we gonna crack it open. And it was
Everything
like
fresh.
hot water. Hot water. We don't have hot water heaters out here. It's like, yo, you gotta take a bath when it's 90 degrees outside because it's either the water's gonna be what the temperature is outside or it's gonna be what it is when it comes through the pipe. And there's not no turning the faucet and you can regulate the temperature. They got water tanks on top of their houses
They
that
catches the
store the
rain.
water.
Yeah, straight up.
Like for real, for real. Like I was like, wow. Like I didn't even know that people did this until I actually saw it for myself.
Yeah, and we put so much chemicals and shit into the water here that when you go there, you can't drink the water there. You got to
No,
boil the water there. You got to boil the water before you can drink it there.
yeah.
Because I went to use the restroom in a house down there, and it was like everybody's kind of like froze. What you going to do? uh, wash my hands. Maybe get a sip of water. They were like, no, 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 don't drink that shit. Fuck your damn stomach up.
That should have killed you. That's,
Man, they give your ass the bends like you've been deep sea diving or some shit. And you just
yo,
came back up too fast. So you hit him with the what you want to see? Let's hit him with the new school of the week because I want everybody to get that in their system.
the new school of the week. Here we and I hope All right, so here we go, y'all. You already know we about to get into the new school joint of the week. It's the oh, that ain't it. My bad. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Locksmith never disappoints.
No, and you know that was very relatable to what we was just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The blacker the berry, the tighter the loose. Like
Yes.
it's one of those things that
Excuse me.
all I'm gonna say is respect history, understand it happened before we got here. That's why it's history,
Mm-hmm.
and it
And go check
just
that and go check that out because he's dropping more gems in that song. He's dropping a whole bag of gems. Like he's a
yeah,
jeweler.
that was only what 40 seconds.
Yeah, that was the
40,
tip of the iceberg. Y'all definitely need to get that in your life. But yeah, man, absolutely right. Absolutely right, brother. Knowledge is power.
and that's why you wanna again if we go back to history. Now I said it best. You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book because we
Uh,
wasn't allowed to read,
yep.
right? So if we maintain being ignorant, we are going to repeat our mistakes over and over and over again because we didn't educate ourselves enough to be better.
Yeah. Well, that's why they want to hide the true history.
Right.
They can label it whatever they want to label it, but the fact of the matter is, what happened happened. You know, we know it happened, and just like you want to taint the history or whitewash it, there are those who know what the real history is, and they telling their kids and people around them, and they're making sure that the real history moves forward. So Nas said it too. You can't stop the sun from shining. So eventually,
Yep.
the truth is always going to come to light. And no matter how much you try to hide it and sweep it under the rug and call it what you want to call it and outlaw it and book burn and all of that stuff is not it's not going to be enough, man. You can't suppress the truth. And I
And
feel like you shouldn't want to anyway. Let's get it out. Let's deal with it.
there was a movie, I can't remember the exact name,
Yeah.
right? But Michael B. Jordan was one of the, I want to say he was the officer or one of the
Uh-huh.
main characters in it.
Uh-huh.
Um, I want to say, don't quote me on this, but it was Netflix, not Netflix. It was Amazon Prime only kind of thing,
Uh-huh. P
and it
Money
was
is not getting paid by Amazon Prime, by the way.
no, I'm not. No, no, but I do kind of frequent it because there's a lot that comes out on there that you won't see on Netflix, you
Yeah, no
won't see
doubt.
on Hulu or whatever.
Yeah, no doubt.
Um, it is, I want to say Fahrenheit. It was Fahrenheit something, but basically in this particular movie, right? It was where they was burning books like you wasn't allowed to read,
Uh-huh.
and if you had a book or if you had books, they would come through, take all your books, burn them on the street,
Uh-huh.
and then either lock you up or kill you. That's what it was.
So you had to hide your books. So all your
You
books
had
had to
to
be
hide
low.
your books. And with Michael B. Jordan, he actually read some books. So
Uh-huh.
it was like like he had a stash in his house, although he was the one that was in charge of burning these situations. It's scary because we still do it to this day, right?
To
We
this
put
day.
the propaganda
To
in
this
front of you.
day.
We put the propaganda in front of you. Pay attention to this. Don't pay attention to that. And it's super duper scary and it's wild.
There
It's
was
wild.
there was a meeting, a book club meeting going on in a store in, I want to say, Rhode Island, and it was, it was our people up in there. It was African American people in there, and some Nazis came with their waving their flags and yelling, being violent to protest the meeting of the book club. Like,
like, like we not talking
so now,
about yo.
so
We
now,
was
so now, so,
know that.
so now y'all gonna start protesting blacks reading again? This is what we doing? We not allowed to read anymore? Like, B, it's 2022. Didn't didn't we prove that what was going on before didn't work? Hasn't that been proven time and time again? So y'all just want to keep repeating the same old mistakes over and over again. That's why you want to whitewash history, huh?
Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad and scary at the same time.
That's crazy, man. When I saw that, it was a clip. I think it was on I think it was Indisputable. Shouts out to Dr. Richie because he does work. Him and great people over there. His platform, they do that. They put a lot of work in. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, bro. Like, for something as simple as reading, we can't even educate ourselves. Why?
It, it,
Why?
it,
It
it, it
costs
was
it
yo,
costs you nothing at all. It costs you nothing at all to leave somebody the hell alone.
right, right. And it's not like we're sitting there and we're loading up clips, so we doing all that. It's like, yo, just read something. We not doing that. They ain't all these militias. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even know, and I know there's probably a study out there or whatever, right? You can sit there and be like, yo, we got these white militia groups, and then we got these black militia groups. But I can tell you, we probably nowhere near the white militia group with the black militia groups that have been put together.
Hmm. Well,
And
that's
I
because every time an organization with a bunch of us get together, they immediately try to break that shit up.
oh, they
They ain't trying
bringing
to
the
have that.
the,
Yeah,
the,
they ain't trying to have that no more. All of that COINTELPRO shit from back in the day, and the sending in people to infiltrate and agents and stuff like, yeah, they not having none of that no more. They scared to death there's gonna be some Black Panthers or something to
right because
unify the people again. That's gonna that's gonna rally the masses and get everybody. Let me tell you something. That George Floyd shit, P Money. I'm gonna say it right here on the platform. They're probably gonna cut this one too. But when that George Floyd shit jumped off, P Money, and everybody was protesting everywhere you looked around the world, that scared the hell out of them, P Money. They was
they
like,
was
yo,
like,
I
yo,
think
this ain't
it was
block.
like this is it.
Hey,
They was
yo,
like, oh shit, this is it. They're coming. They
they,
started running to their bunkers, and you know what I mean. They what you call it? They fallout shelters, and you know what I'm saying.
yes,
They disaster rooms. They started running it, stockpiling water and canned sardines and shit.
it's
And
like we're gonna have to hide down here to all of them are gone because we
yeah,
ain't gonna.
straight up, B. They thought that was it. It was everywhere. The whole world was, unified behind that, man. That movement. And I regret that we didn't really gain something else. We should have got a bill signed or something. Some kind of legislation should have got passed after that whole movement. The mere size and the quantity and the multitude of people, because it wasn't just us. There was a
Well,
lot of white people. There was a lot of Asian people. There was a lot of Latin people that was supporting at that time, and that's why I say it was perfect timing for some legislation.
all right, now you know I would disagree with you in maybe just a brush, right?
Go ahead.
We didn't get bills passed for us,
Not for us.
but we got bills passed for them.
For other people, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
as a matter of fact, everybody else got something except for us out of that
right.
whole thing.
So,
Truthfully,
and on top of that, right, when we look at it, like when I say look at it, the bills that was passed were more to oppress us further because after they saw that the world was like that was messed up, they was like, we gonna legalize marijuana everywhere here. We are gonna fucking
they're
give our
like,
crack pipes to
tell you what,
everybody.
let's just legal. Yeah. That's probably what it was.
Right.
Probably
So,
what it was.
so when you look at it, right, bills was passed. It wasn't for us; it was against us. But there was bills passed after the George Floyd situation that just gave more of that. Yo, we need to stop them because they have gained this recognition and this platform, even through their music or whatever it was. No matter how much you try and take from them,
Yeah.
they still show that they are great enough to overcome all those situations. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to do more.
Yeah.
But we gonna make it look like it's for them. I'm sorry,
Mm.
giving out crack pipes is not for us. Y'all need no, no, Mr. Biden.
Let me tell you something, man. That was they're saying that was rumors, basically. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit. I don't like saying fake news. People say fake news all of the time, but you're never gonna hear me say that phrase because, Agent Orange coined that phrase. You feel me? That's something that he put into pop culture and everybody's running with it now. I'm not running with that shit. Fuck him. You know what I
Nah,
mean? I ain't running with nothing that he say, nothing that he uh um is responsible for being the creator of. You know what I mean? So later for that, man. But that ain't real, what I was saying before.
yeah, like we've had to eat a lot. We had to deal with a lot. We've dealt with the media controlling the narrative and everything else. And it's like we spend more time trying to go through what is put in front of us instead of really seeing what's in front of us. And I'm trying to decipher the truth. It's like we need to see it for what it is.
It's like
And
trying
this,
to find a needle in a haystack, P Money, especially when they keep burning the books.
right, you burning the books, like that there are a lot of things that our kids and all, and I don't have grandchildren.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I will.
Yep.
Um, but there's there's things that my kids don't know that I grew up and witnessed for myself versus what they've seen, and it's because the narrative is controlled to an extent that they will never see it. Like my youngest daughter, she's going to be 14 on Sunday.
Mm.
She's like, "Oh, they trying to ban drill music,"
Right.
and I'm like, "Yeah, they try to do that with hip hop, but you
With
don't even know."
gangster rap. Gangster rap.
Right, with our gangster rap, like
Mm.
they was trying to ban that back then, but this is what I grew up in. Like history is repeating itself.
Remember
Like
Luke came out with remember Luke and the Two Live Crew came out with the song Banned in the USA. Remember that?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep. So it's because our kids are not educated in these aspects. Is where when these things happen, it's like, why are they trying to do this? Like my daughter asked me, she's like, "Yo, you know what mud is?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "What's that?" So she's explaining it to me.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "You know what lean is?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know what lean is."
Uh-huh.
So so basically they returned lean into mud, and
Okay.
that's what the kids and everything are doing. And it was like, yo, all the artists and all that is popping mollies, getting muddy, and doing
Getting
this and that
muddy.
muddy. And
Wow.
I'm like, what? Like,
Now for the first time For the first time ever, P Money, I felt like an old cat. Even when they came out when capping and all of that shit started, I was still able to like, yeah, still sounds like, sounds almost like popping. I could get with it. You
Right.
feel me? But getting muddy, I don't know, P Money. That's just a reach for me. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to incorporate that into my vernacular for that particular term. You feel me? I'm always gonna say, nah, they was getting lean or whatever. Cats on that
Right.
lean. I'm never gonna say cats on that mud. He was getting
Yeah,
muddy. He was in the hotel getting muddy. I'm never gonna say that. I'm never gonna say that.
it's just weird. It's just weird. Like I definitely and like I was sitting there and I was stuck for a minute.
Yeah.
Like I was stuck. Like
Hey.
I'm like, what are you
Wow.
talking about?
Getting muddy. Mm-mm-mm. How about
But
that?
it,
Shouts out. Shouts out to everybody on that mud.
like I was sitting
I ain't
there
gonna
and
call. I ain't gonna call your names, but I know them.
like, yo, I was sitting there and really talking. Like it was a whole learning session for me. Like it
Yeah, I
was a
mean, but
50-minute
see, you
conversation.
got the inside track, man. You got a young daughter who's plugged into the matrix. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's what you need. You need that to keep you plugged in, man. So you know what's hip. So you don't fuck around and you know start talking about doing the running man or whatnot or something. you know, you know. Yeah,
yo,
man,
but
it's important. So
wow.
we definitely got to get into this top five, brother.
Yeah, we gonna get us to the top five. We still waiting for our guests to pop in the building. So we gonna get us to the top
Come back.
five.
We're gonna talk about Martin when we come back. We're gonna talk about Wendy Williams, and we're gonna talk about Tay Diggs, man. He is simping for real. We're gonna talk about it after the five.
Oh, he in the mud.
Man,
So here we go. You already know, y'all. It's the
it's the spot.
yank.
It's been a hell of a ride. Quarantine got niggas living inside. Recording 3 songs a night, trying to catch me a vibe. I know this growth, but somehow I feel lonely inside. They say it's lonely at the top, but I ain't noticed my heights. This life could be addictive like a roll of the dice. For a rush like catching the first after he threatened your life. Y'all brought up innocent until they alter our rights. And sometimes it don't sink in until they offer you time. My youngins working towards a break, and every time they right there, they come across another hurdle and they burdens appear. My delivery be heavy cause I really was there. I sound sincerely sincere to make it out of his rare.
Yeah, my connection that's at my wrist back to leave bitches. Get my drip back to Paris Ferrari with that. I kill it back when he hit that ass and thighs. That's where I'm thick at. Told his ex she ain't getting that stick back. I call Bayo where that stick at.
Tell them boys come get his shit back.
If they act up, we gon' fix that. My new nigga ain't with that chit chat.
You know you ain't getting your bitch back.
When I do it, bitch, I did that. Wish a bitch would, I ain't taking my wish back. This cost half a ticket, piss tap. Big go Draco for a mishap. It's a Barbie on my wrist hat. I ain't at the bus stop, but my niggas bust back. VS is but bussin', ass so fat, it's but bussin', back so full, it's but bussin', driving foreigns, bitches bussin'.
If you want bet it, come with some cash and some credit. She gon' pull up cause I said it. I got a fetish for picking up paper whenever. Look in they face, see they jealous. You gon' get money, don't care if they look at me funny. Remember them times I was hungry, I'm far from a dummy. I got the game tatted all on my stomach. I ain't got time to count nothing but hundreds. She tryna kick it, but I wanna punt it. Pull up with too much, we might make you run it. I used to really come up with an onion. Shots used to fly, I remember you running. Product would come in, so roll, we would cut it. Before I got signed, I would come with a budget. Rental cars, we would get it from budget. What's your bet? When we changing the side, lately I feel like a draft king. You don't know what this cash bring. I did 2 seasons with Wu-Tang. Lately I wake up with mad cream. I wish I saw what my dad seen. I apologize, I was a bad team.
Gang.
I can hear the algorithm shooting shots at us when Nicki was doing her part.
Yeah, it was like gang, gang, gang.
Bah, bah. I could just hear the flags. I was like, oh yeah, they're hating this shit.
Yeah, it was going
But for
down.
you right now, the ones that's watching live, you know what I mean? You're the only one that's catching the whole thing in its entirety, the way that it's meant to be seen. So that's important.
before they shut it down.
Before they shut it down. So we really appreciate y'all. Not that we don't appreciate everybody listening, everybody on the app, everybody on Facebook or Twitch. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Twitch.
On Twitch, all of those platforms, we appreciate you as well, But if you're watching on the tube, a special shout out because you get to see the hard work that we put in. Gang.
And
so
that's what I told their moms. I was like, yo, you appreciate this hard game I'm giving you right now?
This hard game, you'll say the difficulty level is up there. Not intermediate, it's expert. But anyway, on the simp train this week, my man Tay Diggs, shouts out to him. He's another he's the next April Jones victim. If you're not familiar with April Jones, think Fizz and what was it, Omarion's baby mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, think who else? She was involved.
But how would that actually happen? Tay Diggs got some years on Omarion.
Yeah, she was just notoriously messing with somebody else too. Was it Diddy? It was somebody big. I was just like, oh man, come on, B. But anyway, she's notorious for being passed around. And apparently he's been selected as the next contestant. Yeah, the next victim, pretty much. Yeah.
Or the contestant, right?
Yeah.
You were on blah 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 show.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he was. Hey, at least he's messing with a black girl this time.
Right. Fuck it. Yeah.
Hey, I'll give him that. I will give him that. So maybe that'll change his perspective on things. Shouts out to Martin. I heard the show is coming back to do a 30th anniversary. I don't know if it's going to be a one-time show, but to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the series. That's what they're doing, the show together.
Okay. Now,
so that's big for the Martin fans.
So is bringing back all the original cast, or are they going to do?
Well, of course, minus Tommy because he passed away. God bless the dead.
Yeah.
And who else is missing from the show? I'm trying to think of everybody that was on there. I think the old black lady that he used to get into it, that he used to have the fights with. I think she passed also. I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I think she also passed. But otherwise everybody else will be there.
Okay,
probably,
so
we're gonna see Bro Man, we're gonna see Cole, we're gonna see Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell. They both on board.
Yeah, and I would say that Tisha Campbell and Tisha Arnold definitely aged well. They still be putting.
Oh yeah, black no crack, brother. You already know.
So gotta love it. So this is definitely gonna be different from the Bel-Air reboot, right?
Yes,
because
that's the thing we got to talk about now. Now I haven't seen this yet. I've only heard some people talk about it so far, but I've heard good things. I got to say that. So I don't know how much they stick to the original series. If they do it the same way, if they flip, it's different. It's completely different.
Definitely different. I will tell you this. Remember Jeffrey, right?
Yeah.
Jeffrey a hitter.
Okay. Bro. Okay. So yeah, definitely that's definitely different.
He from Jamaica, and he fucking shit up on the low though. He's like, nah, don't worry, I got this. Next thing you know, niggas disappearing. Like
okay, well, don't give it away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away, man.
But you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. But I guess it's in the building. So we gonna bring Debanaire in, right? He got the bars that leave scars. Brooklyn is in the building, y'all.
Stand up, Brooklyn in the building.
Yo, what's good? Salute.
What's goody, my guy?
Shawn recognized it's been a minute, Prophet Pete, man. What's going on, man?
It's been a while. We was
saying that. We were just talking about that.
Yo, we was talking about that whole session that day in the studio in Brooklyn. Like yeah, the owners of the building came to me the next day and they was like, "Yo, what the fuck y'all was doing here last night? Because we got complaints." Like it was that kind of like I was like, "What?" I was like, "What are you talking about? There was nobody here."
all of the smoke, all of the smoke.
Yo, the mics got smoked
They was
out. The
they was
room got
tight.
smoked out. Oh my gosh. Yo,
Yeah,
the Henny was flowing
yes, sir.
the whole night. Like it was that was you had
Uh-huh,
you had your bro there. Like it was and where you I was trying to remember if your bro is down south. He's down south somewhere, right? Where?
Right. Yeah, North Carolina, Raleigh.
Okay.
Rally. Okay,
Right.
okay.
So yeah, I was like, I remember North Carolina, but I don't know if I'm 100% right because when I heard it, I was kind of lit. So it was one of those things. I was like, I think that was right. But yo, introduce yourself, tell the people where you from and what you do.
What's going on? I go by the name Debanaire, aka the Black Bruce Wayne, coming out of Fort Greene, Brooklyn. Word. And I'm a hip
Yo,
hop
Brooklyn
right
artist,
stand
there,
up.
right.
barbarian.
Yo,
Uh,
like right there. Like you still in Fort Greene or you
I'm still in the vicinity. You know, I'm in Clinton Hills.
uh.
okay. Yeah, so when I
Oh
be
my.
in Brooklyn, I probably be driving past you and shit, like on some real shit.
All the
Like,
time, probably going down Myrtle. Yeah.
things looking a little different in the hood nowadays, but you know.
Oh yeah. A lot of Trader Joe's and a lot of
And Starbucks.
Starbucks galore. That's the
Uh,
new, yeah. So
hmm
we had McDonald's coming up. Now the kids got Starbucks, and the kids growing up, they see Starbucks and Chipotle.
uh, that's
so
real.
so when they put that Apple store right there, right, like literally walking distance from Fort Greene,
Right.
how did that make you feel? Because that I've never seen an Apple store like that until I
Yeah,
seen that one. And I was like, how did this happen?
Yo, I just, I tell people gentrification has its goods and its bads, its pros and cons. You know, it's good to see the neighborhood come up.
yeah,
It's good to be able to go outside 3 in the morning and get some milk and even actually take a walk around here now because you couldn't do that before. You know
that's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying? So, but the bad thing is, you got these people coming, they getting robbed. I've heard some instances. It's with all of this upbringing, with all of this new, there's still a lot of poverty, a lot of people losing their jobs, a lot of people that don't got it. So you still gotta, watch your six.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no
yeah.
question.
Yo, and that's real. And that's from Debonair. So let's go. Let's go. And he's right there, Clinton
Right
Hills,
there with he's a Clint. Trust me, that's right there up the block, brother. You feel me? The
right
pulse
there.
on everything. He got his finger on the pulse right now where he's at. Trust me, the pulse.
So
Facts.
where did the Debonair name come from?
So yeah, I got my name from a fiend. I used to go to the P's and check my fam all the time. And they doing what they do, but I was coming straight from work and I still had my suit on. You know what I mean? So the fiends, the first few times they looking at me shaky, like, yo, this dude gotta be a DT or something, man. You just gonna walk in here. You don't live here, you ain't got no you just in here chilling with your suit. You know what? I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Then the next time the lady came, she was like, yo, you know what? You a debonair. You debonair, ain't you? You like a suave, vampire in Brooklyn trying to
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't,
yeah.
yeah, I didn't know what debonair meant at the time, and I had to
Right,
Google it.
right.
But but once you get some of your inspiration and some of your drive and things like that from the weirdest places.
No doubt.
So when I heard that, I was like, oh nah, chivalrous, humble, chill, like laid back, you know, ladies man type thing. I like that. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna go with that. They
I'm gonna
can
go
let
with that.
everybody be
Yeah,
the killers. Yeah, I'm gonna be humble. Yeah,
smooth.
smooth and
Yeah,
laid back.
Yeah, yeah, man. Nothing wrong with that.
So
Nothing wrong with
how
that.
long have you been spitting these bars?
Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of things happening, man. I actually shout out to Pure Artist Music. I recently just got signed November of last year. So the bars, I have a whole. They've been helping me with my new album called The Barbarian Tape.
Okay.
Um, it's 10 tracks. It's straight. It's like a Griselda feel.
Hmm.
Um, I'm actually I'm actually performing in LA on Sunday this weekend.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be out there at the Globe Theater. Shout out to Love and Hip Hop. Amina Butterfly is gonna be hosting.
Dope.
You know what I'm
Dope.
saying? So we trying to holler at her about a few things.
Yeah.
Um, I have a signing party, so hopefully if you guys are around March 19th,
Where's this gonna be at?
it's gonna be at a dispensary on
Okay.
the floor.
You got my attention.
Yeah, you know how I do. Lay back, chill. We got free food. We got the liquor flowing for VIP guests. Of course, my brothers. You guys will be VIP. Rich Dollars is coming through from Love and Hip Hop
Okay.
Terminology.
Okay.
Um, got some affiliates from Wu Tang might be pulling up. I heard Ghost. I don't know. I heard Ghost. I'm not. They told me not to say too much,
Right.
but
Right. No doubt. You got to keep it. Yeah. I feel you. You got to keep it VIP.
right. So, but it's a dope situation. And just seeing all the hard work pay off. I want to. I don't know if you remember that when I came for the interview, I had my guys from City Life with me. These,
Yeah.
these guys, these are the guys that helped me uh, get to this position.
Right.
My brothers from the neighborhood that we all was just pulling our bread from our hard earned jobs to do videos and shows and stuff like that. So to make it here is a blessing, man. The bars are getting better, the music is getting better,
Yeah.
and just stay tuned.
Yeah,
Yo,
man. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. It's time for celebration. Elevation, then
Right,
the celebration.
yo,
right.
and I would say this, right? From the first time, and oh, that the first time I seen you perform, I want to say it was at the spot. It was it was the it was in the basement of a bar. I can't remember the name of the joint. Um, but that was where I met Durgavelli for the first time. I met you for the first time. Like it was a lot of stuff going on that night.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh, okay, okay. But one thing that I have seen, when it comes to you, like, and this is real talk, like you outside all the time. Like you out there working all the time. You figuring it out, you getting out there. Even Durgavelli had there was the showcase and
Right.
and WEMS broadcasted it live from the spot. And you was there and I was like, oh shit. Like, oh, okay. Like we out here. We
Yeah.
definitely out here. Brooklyn, the train tracks is right outside. Like it was
Gritty and
that
grimy.
yeah, it was that kind of thing. I felt it, man. And you know, I'm super duper happy for every situation that you you were going into because you put in that work.
Right. A lot of work.
Yo, but
Yeah.
I know that you do. Like it's like you put in that work. Like if you and it doesn't matter how the situation is, you always gonna put in that work. I've seen you be be the background person in music videos. I've seen you like I've seen it.
You've seen the
Like Big
growth.
Buddy,
You've seen the growth is
Big,
what you're trying to say. You've seen them. You've seen the
right?
growth.
Like it was Big Buddy was the first time that I seen you on video,
Yeah.
right? Big Buddy, and then after that, it was just like, okay, there go Debanaire, there go Debanaire, there go oh shit, there you go again. Okay, all right, we got another one dropping. We got another one. Like, there's a lot of things that you do, and I think that you could sit there and write a book and tell people how to get to where they need to be, because you being from Brooklyn, right? You know, we talking about one
Stand
side
up.
of the right? And he's only saying that because he's from Brooklyn. I'm from Harlem, so I
Well, he
don't
knows
care.
that. He knows that already. He already knows wrong with him.
Right? But you know, it's a Harlem and Brooklyn thing. So you know, I'm gonna give Brooklyn enough respect, but I ain't telling Brooklyn.
What's the video P Money that you played earlier? Drop that joint real quick.
I got a few.
I want you to play one of the was it the last one? The one he played with
Oh, Show Out.
Yeah, gee, I want play that.
Yeah, we gonna play Show Out. Yo, Debanaire, you want to introduce this one for the people?
Bring that in for the people, man.
Yo, all right, y'all. Yo, this is my video. Show out on all streams on the Dopamine album, and this is the visuals right here. Shout out to Lou Fire.
Let's get it, y'all. It's the
Yeah, they give it a stuff. Yes, sir. Counted for.
I don't know. Alright.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, hold up. Yo, what the fuck y'all niggas is doing, yo? Yo, hold up. Y'all niggas is moving shit out here, bro? Y'all niggas is selling shit? Yo, y'all gave Debanaire his bread? Y'all gave Debanaire...
It was half the drop first. It was half the drop first.
Debanaire needs his bread, bro. Alright.
It was half the drop first, homie.
I told you we got it. You said we've been had shit.
Everything's gonna be taken care of.
Plus you be around, count up a critic, y'all counterfeited the best and did it on God, and you know we with it. Bro, go get it, I don't ask for it. I just load up and I'm blast for it. Bro, go get it, I don't ask for it.
Yeah. Gotta change it up on it, man. So, what do we have here? Boy been sturdy on them, too cold when I pull up, that's for sure. I got the sauce, homie. I ain't never slip, every game got a glitch, so I be on point, yeah, I got it on me. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Boy been lit, I got a few hits, and I keep a baddie that's down to take a charge for me. A1 never switched up, still Henny in my cup, and I be around some hitters, homie. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. I hop out. I'm the one who they call when they fit in the pop. I pop out. If we run with the ops, then it's off with your top. I show out. I've been cooking, we looking to open up shop. We roll out. If you fit in the plot, then we digging your plot. Cool on them, how I move on them. I was thinking run up, put the tool on them. And I thought I got a baddie I could use for him. Pillow talk, grab the pillow, pop and move on him. She got loose form, bustin' loose form. Backed out the needle, let her few off. I'm too cold, I'm a boss, I don't lose off. The color outside the lines, break the rules off. And when the pressure cook, they fold. Stand tall is all I know. What you know? Y'all ain't moving sturdy, they prepare to gurney. Somebody gotta go. Show out, not just for show. Once you show, you let it go. Cause I'm scared tactics turn your target practice. If you didn't, now you know. Oh yeah. Boy been sturdy on them, too cold when I pull up, that's for sure. I got the sauce, homie. I ain't never slip, every game got a glitch, so I be on point, yeah, I got it on me. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Boy been lit, I got a few hits, and I keep a baddie that's down to take a charge for me. A1 never switched up, still Henny in my cup, and I be around some hitters, homie. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Sheesh. Whoa. I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Chasing to get it, been grinding to get it. Bro, nice in the kitchen till everything hidden. I'm pinning the winning. This playoff on scrimmage. I said it, I meant it. No misses, a gimmick. No limits, no limits. You started, we finished. In victory lap is so far and we whipping. Go get it, I get it. Don't get it, you get it. Pray for my plate, then I went to go get it. I got it. Pray for my plate, then I went to go get it. Pray for my prey, they won't know when to hit them. UFC with it, I'm pinning to win it. My written's go writtens, your written's go writtens. One of us dope and the other one isn't. One of us go and the other one finish. I swear it's the body whenever I get it. Boy, been sturdy on them, too cold when I pull up, that's for sure. I got the sauce, homie. I ain't never slip, every game got a glitch, so I be on point, yeah, I got it on me. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Sheesh. I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Boy, been lit, I got a few hits, and I keep a baddie that's down to take a charge for me. A1, never switched up, still Henny in my cup, and I'm being around some hitters, homie. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Sheesh. Whoa, I pull up, I hop out, I show out. Watch me show out. Goddamn, hot damn, it's a new day. Hot damn, it's a new day. It's a day. Goddamn, it's a new day.
That was amazing. Wow, that was amazing. That was wow. Shout out to all the Jamals out there. That's you know how you guys get out there, you make that good music. Debonaire's okay, he's
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
yes, sir.
you know, with the way that you deliver your bars, I appreciate the way you was like, yo, like you was basically telling, yo, I can switch up.
Right. Yeah.
Like
something
that
for
was a switch up.
got something for everybody.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, okay, this is what we doing.
I wanted some of the versatility. Yeah.
He was throwing in dance moves and everything, right?
Hey.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Man, I love the purity of hip hop. I love being in the basement, Hennessy, rapping at 4 in the morning, 50 billion mixtapes. Well, I need a check, my nigga.
Yeah, straight up. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all.
So, you know, we run out of time and stuff, but I just want to make sure that, you know, we touch on these questions before we have to get about it.
Most def.
What was that first bar that you ever spit that you was like you was built for this shit?
First bar that I ever spit. I was freestyling, and in the middle of the freestyle, and I still remember it because it's a safety bar now for me when I freestyle. So I use it often when I get tripped up. I use it, and I said, my niggas never seen Harvard, they seen Spofford, handle like Crawford, make it awkward. Send your grandmother some awkward, king in New York like Christopher Walken. As soon as I walk in, and I said that in the middle of a freestyle.
Right.
And I just saw this dude just like
he lit up. He lit him up. Yeah.
But he had the gangster face the whole night. Like he
Right. Yeah.
wasn't giving no dabs, nothing, no love or nothing.
Yeah, but
And
when you spit that shit right there, it changed the game.
It was just in the middle of so that came in the middle of already killing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was just in my zone. So my problem was I never wrote nothing down.
Right.
Once I got that down packed and figured out how to make songs, is when I was like, let's give this a go.
The response was monster. Yeah, and you know, coming out of Brooklyn, you cannot come with no bullshit because you know what I'm saying. Your friends will tear you down first. You feel what I'm saying? You garbage, son. You to get that shit out of here. Like you first and foremost. So believe me, if you made it out of the borough and you doing that,
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
You definitely got to have some skills. That's a prerequisite for the job right there. You know what I'm saying? All MCs know.
I only got one thing to say. Dipset. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Oh, please, dip. Why? I call up the Yonkers real quick. Call YO. Man,
You got what
man,
happened
listen.
on that verses though, man?
Exactly.
They
That's
needed
what
that.
I'm talking about.
They needed that. That's what they
Man.
needed you on that verses. You had to remind
Oh
them who they
man,
was.
listen.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
and I'm
was
hearing, and we was about to talk about that later on too. That the next verses they talking about charging for it now. You're
ain't
gonna have to
gonna be
pay for it.
no more.
It ain't gonna be free no more.
No more on Instagram. That's it. I guess
They gonna lose. They gonna
Yeah, I
lose
think
because all of these free outlets. So what we gonna do is now, okay, one person gonna buy it to stream it, and we just gonna watch it on YouTube or some
Yep.
platform.
Yeah.
Don't water this down for the people. Like, dude, that's come on, man. They always gotta find a way to mess it up.
Yeah. Try to mess the bag up, man.
yeah,
Every
it's
time.
just wild.
Every time, man. Some things that's just pure and organic in the culture, you just gotta leave it that way, man. When you start tampering with it, that's when you kind of water it down, I think. You know what I'm saying? You ruin it.
So I got a question for you, Debanaire. Like, we already know the mayor trying to ban drill music.
Yeah.
Right. So no, I already know you a student of the game.
Right.
How does that resonate with you? That they trying to ban drill music?
I don't think there's no way to really ban it, but I think it's like, yo, I was getting tired of it too. Y'all smoking dead niggas. Y'all smoking y'all this dead
Yeah.
young man. I'm smoking him now. I'm smoking a pack.
Yeah.
All this gang shit. Nobody, and I'm praying for who we got. I'm praying for Fabio. Stay out of trouble. Like, try.
Right.
You already tied into this shit. You getting right there where Pop Smoke was. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pop Smoke didn't even get to smell one flower. Not one. Not
Right.
one flower. Movies, he had all these things going for him. And to me, he looked like the next 50 to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as
That's
with the
what
movies and moving
trajectory.
from the gangster shit. Yeah, I seen the vision. And 50,
Yeah.
a lot of people seen it. A lot
Yeah.
of people seen it.
That's why he gravitated to him. Yeah.
These kids are geniuses and so smart, but they don't tap into none of that because they think they gotta be gang members and they think they gotta throw up gang signs and they think they gotta do all of this shit to get accepted in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And and then losing it. Because as soon as Pop Smoke got away from that, same as Bobby Shmurda. As soon as they got away dancing, having fun. Look at me, I'm at this gala, I'm at this party. Look at like they just want to have a good time. They doing what they think they have to do in order to get to these places. And this is, I think, it's an opportunity. It's like, yo, y'all gonna have to rap about something else.
Yeah.
Like y'all gonna have to talk about something else. Especially, and a lot of y'all not even built like that. And then when it comes time to show and prove, they smoking you because you wasn't ready.
Yeah.
It's not. This is more than music.
Yeah.
This is more than music. You throwing up your gang signs and y'all all taking pictures. That's cool. But when the ops pull up to your showcase, then what? We was throwing showcases. I had acts calling me, telling me not to put them on flyers because they got beef in that neighborhood. Oh, we don't want you, bro. We good. You don't need no flyer. Y'all can stay home. I got 30 other rappers. Yeah.
You gotta be the secret guest of the night and shit. The surprise guest.
We trying to bring people in the building. In. We need them in the seats, not out the seats. You got drama. Stay over there with that. We're not doing that over here.
Yeah,
So
y'all
I
trying
think
to
it's just, yeah. They have to do. You have to do something different now. Because and then we got Benny the Butcher, we got J. Cole, we got the Drink Champs reviving the legends, the verses reviving the legends. So now it's a whole pot of you got to know how to rap. You can still get over with the trap if you got the singing thing. I think the chicks is doing their thing now. Shout out to the females. This is daytime. Right now they doing a lot. You know, so we're sick of it. I think we're just sick of the bullshit. Really. These
Yeah.
niggas is just hopping. They shooting like this. They hopping out and they shooting like this.
Yeah.
They not even. they don't even. They don't even really want to be gangsters. Like, let's switch it up. It's time. It's time to do something different.
What about I was talking about this with Plug earlier, P Money. What you think about somebody? And I hate to point the fingers, man. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta call it out, man, because it was this discussion we was having. What do you think about somebody like Kodak Black? Somebody with advantage and opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Gets bailed out of jail, gets pardoned out of jail. You know what I mean? Just missed getting his life took recently, only got shot in the leg. I mean, you know, that could have been very well been his life right there. You feel me? But
Yes,
this dude just over and over again in such a fortunate position in life and you know what I'm saying, monetarily, and just, you know, he gonna eat forever off of some of his, you know, music. Why
Right.
put yourself in a predicament where you're gonna be able to get shot at? Like, why are you out there scuffling and tumbling in the mud with these cats? Like, you know, what kind of mentality is that? Like, what do you think about something like that? I'm not gonna say somebody like that, but something like that. What do you think about a situation like that?
I think he's probably going through some personal turmoil and hardships. His circle around him is probably not giving him the best advice. I
Yeah.
also think that sometimes somebody you need to get tapped on the ass hard enough. Like that shot, maybe that gunshot is a wake up call. Who knows? But if you keep getting over, you keep being one way in front of the cameras, and then one way when you're with the judge, and then one way, like you keep on switching up and being a chameleon. One day you're gonna have to be one of these people. One day you're
Right.
gonna have to face yourself. You know what I mean? So I just think a guy like that, he's not getting the best advice. He's not around the right people. You know what I mean? And that's a lot. And that's a lot of these guys' downfall. You want to
Yeah.
bring the whole heart with you, and then you feel untouchable. You get to a certain level, like yo, they calling your name. You get your blue check. You know, it's bands every tour. So if you ain't got a solid foundation of people to tell you like, yo, bro, you still so and so from building 4, you still so and so from the yard, or you still so and so, like, bro, chill out.
That's it.
You going a little too crazy. You know, watch how you talking to these women. Watch how you talking on these interviews. Watch how you talking to these police. And you got to remember, you're a role model too. These kids is watching you.
Exactly right. That's the point I was going to piggyback off of. That was to say that indirectly, whether they want to be or not, they are role models. People looking up to them and people looking at them like they want to emulate what they do or the things that they say, and you know they try to be that. So you know these young kids is like looking at you like, okay, that's the example to follow. And it's like it's not, G. It's you got so much um you got so many blessings, you know, and you just it's like you continue to just overlook that and do dumb shit. I just don't understand that mentality. And like you say, it's the people that he got around him, man. You know, you got to have your circle got to be strong, and they got to be. You can't just have a bunch of yes men around you because they want to get a bag. You know, it's important, man. It's important.
And you said your circle so small you could call it a dot. I don't know if that was actually what you said, but it was like that close to that, right?
Yeah, so that applies exactly.
Like,
Exactly what I'm talking about.
like
Yeah.
that's important. But
So
but
yeah,
being from
I
where
get it.
you from,
You understand that? We understand it.
and like just grinding the way that we grind and we try and make things happen. There's those instances that we try and include a lot of people.
Right.
We
Yeah.
bring all people in, and we
Right.
gotta eliminate a lot of those people in order to be able to make things happen for us. Because if we're not humble, like you were saying, building 4, you were saying like all that stuff was resonating. I was like, oh shit, yeah. I'm like, motherfuckers that don't even know about the project wind, right? You ever walk through the projects and the wind just like it's just extra cold? Like there's people that don't even know about that. That's a New York thing. We got 4 projects out here.
Yo.
Yes, sir. You better know. You better know that.
Too. You gotta know where
Yes,
you
sir.
at.
Yeah,
You
man.
can coordinate together before you hit that walkway. It'll be looking
What?
at your GPS.
Don't be looking. You can't be looking down at your damn phone either.
Yeah, no,
You
look
gotta
at
be
this phone.
head on a swivel.
Yo, I can tell you, I can't even see like that, but I can see a nigga move a block away from me, and that don't even seem right. I'm like, why he stepped like that? And I can't even see him. I saw the shadow. It was like a ship. I was like, whoa, 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 what's up? Like for real.
Hit him with the other joint, P Money. What's the
Oh, we go. I don't even know because I don't even know what the next joint is because when I saved it, it didn't have the title. Well, when I saved it, I didn't save the title. I just
I hope it's the same one. The one before the last one that you played for me.
It's either JFK or fuck. I don't know what the other one is, but you can talk about it when we come back.
All right, there it is. Debonaire's up in there. Y'all just pay.
Yeah. Don't nobody know you. Black Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
Made it through the war, you could check my scars. Wanna understand life? Get behind these bars. You should never take it easy when it might seem hard. And I ain't come this far just to come this far.
I'm still stamped.
Gotta learn how to smile when you still hurt.
It's okay.
With every one of my flaws, I feel perfect. When you take a loss, you develop a hard surface.
Yeah.
When you finally win in the end, it was all worth it.
Said I learned by heart, no Googles or YouTube. Stepped on colored tops during recess, drinking Yoo-Hoos while passing the rock. They was passing them rocks. I was hooping, but the dudes that smoke used to hoop too. Thinking life focus up young, or that could be you. Boy had a shot, now shooting up what he used to. I played chess, moved like fresh, not what they used to. A lot of pride hid them stamps when I brought food, growing pains. This here for the have-nots, that'll have you in some knots. In order to have knots, either you part of the plot, or we digging your plot. Think fast, cause what we pull up with, shaking the block. My bro fighting depression, plus sick as hell, he's sick as hell. Still getting knocked, he's sick as cells, but sick with cells. Still had guap when he got popped. He hit it well, we wished him well, then boy came home, brought another scale. The winning circle by the small as a dot, period. I keep my circle by the small as a dot. If they ain't making what you making, then they making it hot. Furthermore, I need furthermore, whatever's more than a lot. Go!
Made it through the war, you could check my scars. Wanna understand life? Get behind these bars. You should never take it easy when it might seem hard. And I ain't come this far just to come this far.
I'm still stamped.
Gotta learn how to smile when you still hurt.
It's okay.
With every one of my flaws, I feel perfect. When you take a loss, you develop a hard surface. When you finally win in the end, it was all worth it. He ain't see the big picture, so they made him a mural. When you ballin', gotta get around the hate with the euro. Even though I'm from the city, need a place that's rural. Get the house before the whip and then grind till it's plural. If you talking big spenders, then I'm mentioning Brenda. With the last name Walker, no relation to Kimber. See, we was getting money as long as I can remember. Still spending old bucks, you know, Lou Alcindor. I used to open doors, Alicia with the keys. Bunch of people that I feed, plus I got a couple seeds. I'm so against ratting, hate it like a disease. The kids don't understand why they never seen Chuck E. Cheese. Ambition of a hustler, I wanna succeed. Living for the moment, cause nothing is guaranteed. I call it a blessing, others call it greed. I got everything I want, but I never got what I need. Playing with your life, that's a hell of a wager. You should never pay attention to gossip and stack paper. Too busy trying to get a few acres for every hater. I'm getting to it, 24/8 like the greatest Laker. Made it through the war, you could check my scars. Wanna understand life? Get behind these bars. You should never take it easy when it might seem hard. And I ain't come this far just to come this far. Gotta learn how to smile when you still hurting. With every one of my flaws, I feel perfect. When you take a loss, you develop a hard surface. When you finally win in the end, it was all worth it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what we doing.
You know,
Yes, sir.
Just saying. Just saying.
The Patriot.
Yes.
The Patriot. Definitely, there was some bars in there.
Oh yeah.
It was.
That line was in there that you were talking about.
To hear those bars though, like it was scary to hear those bars because they hit hard. Like
You better recognize.
that was a small circle situation.
Right.
That was definitely. I was like, what the fuck?
Indeed. And that was a huge deal for me because shout out to Bakeman Global, the feature on there. When I first started doing music, he was a guy, you know what I mean? Like when I did my first show,
Yeah.
when he came to perform, they was like, yeah, him, he's the one, he bars, he's the guy. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
I gotta, if I get him to hear my shit and be like, yeah, all right, so let's just take these steps, step by step. I gotta go with the homie. You see, I'm working, staying consistent, putting out projects, doing shows, and elevating, not staying stagnant in the same place.
Right.
When I say, yo, I want to do something, I want to do a song, I ain't getting no hesitation. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you might get that if bro don't feel you got it, or bro don't feel like, you know, I gotta sit here and write at 16, I gotta go to the studio, I gotta promote it. Like, if I don't feel you got it, that's a lot of time and a lot of energy into something that's going nowhere.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I take pride on my features. I take pride in music that I'm doing, and that one right there, we got it done quick. The video shot the video in like 2 weeks, and the rest is history.
Bang, another banger. That's what's up, man.
And I had seen something like, you know, when I looked at the video, it didn't say who it was, but I recognized them as Bad Seed. So there was something that you did that was with Bad Seed, and you know we had Bad Seed on here.
Recently we just did him here. We just had him on a few weeks back.
Shout out to Bad Seed. Bad Seed, man, genuine brother, straight up. I just dope lyricist. I met Bad Seed through the circuit, man, working. Shout out to S Street Media, 1718 Collective, the Vandal Hour, just doing shows and seeing him. He just hosted an event that S Street Media had, the Winterfest Jam, and it was just everybody was there. A lot of artists, a lot of underground artists, the whole New York City, the Bronx, Queens, everybody was there, and he was hosting. And that was the most recent time I got to chop it up with him. He also, I said I need a feature. I want to do something. The bro said he down, so definitely stay tuned. We gonna have something dropping soon.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yo, that's like, yeah, we're looking forward to that because we've said it on the spot. The Bad Seed, one of those individuals that
Brooklyn stand up.
It didn't get like he didn't get his just due, but he's been out there doing his thing for a minute. So it's like it's not even a joke. It's not even a game. And every time he drops something, like we rock with him. Like we've had his videos on the show all the time. So we gonna get to the last joint. We're gonna get into the last video of the joint. Then we're gonna talk about, you know, the project that you about to release. We already know about the dopamine, but we're gonna get into that a little bit. And then after that, we out of here, y'all. But here we go. It's Debanaire. One more time, y'all. It's the
greatest regret. Two priests who were with President Kennedy say he has died of bullet.
Yo, I'm like a magpie, flying through the skies and I'm mad high. Ran into the flock and they can't rhyme. Had a touchdown with the dirty vibe. Didn't even check that my bag's right. Cause it's foul blood that I didn't hide. Tell me to sound I can't cry. Now I'm on record with the FBI. I tell them the truth cause I can't lie. Had work in the red J5s. With the graphs to match and they mad fine. Angry, desperate like an immigrant. Just a hard worker brother who wanna see his kids again. Doesn't make sense how you gotta see it in the States, but you still got static with the feds. They snatch you from your bed, looking like the movie Ben. vendetta, but we ain't here to save your necks. Remember, the 5th of November, the gun smoke thickens. I'm light as a feather, it can't get better or worse unless I get put in the hurts. The color of my skin may be cursed since birth. 8 little kids from the border got murked, but it ain't on the news. Now we look like fools. The kids ain't safe. They throwing them away. They using them as bait. They lock them in the cage. 8 dead kids in a year. That's a motherfucking shame. I'm focused. I'm sharpening the blade. I'm day walking. The feds got me lurking in the shade. Mama said to pray, so I'ma pass the mic off to the black Bruce Wayne.
JFK, we one hit away. Man down, we ain't come to play. Ride out, we bout it every day. Load up, we oughta let it spray. JFK, we one hit away. Man down, we ain't come to play. Ride out, we bout it every day. Load up, we oughta let it spray. Let it spray. JFK. Money in the bank, I ain't trippin', no. Kingpin with the pen, what you inkin', no. Before IG models, we had centerfolds. Forget a IG model, I can send for those. Straight shot, no strays, you was meant for those. Sure shot, no strays, this a hit for bro. JC, Debanaire, it's the give and go. Whatever he don't kill, I'ma finish off. Forget it, bro, yeah, it's dead when we in a bro. Big brand hero, though, y'all be moving generals. Centipede with the arms, too many go. Henny in me like a Hemi in me when I'm ready to go. Chefing up like Raekwon, you already know. It's like a chef like Ramsay, every play to go. Just that JFK, we gon' ride slow. Send them to guard off guard when we let it show. JFK, we one hit away. Man down, we ain't come to play. Ride out, we bout it every day. Load up, we oughta let it spray. JFK, we one hit away. Man down, we ain't come to play. Ride out, we bout it every day. Load up, we oughta let it spray.
Hope to get the bag while I'm curving the hate. I've been at it for a while, a lot of fuel in the tank. Love to anyone who ever helped me out on the way. Paying carousel your life when you don't learn from mistakes. Debt leveled at the neck from the money you spend. Pay 100 on a bill, spend 100 again. She fucked him and you forgave it, she gon' fuck him again. Eve told us love was blind, I ain't listen back then. My nigga JC wanna rap and I wish him the best, but I would never wanna wish him my stress, especially when I'm steady trying to get at your necks. And people really go overboard when it come to respect. I understand it, I ain't really coming off as a threat, but understand this, if I had to, I would write off a check with no regrets. How I handle a threat, I never flex. Give a fuck another, think they the best. No disrespect, I make art, but it ain't to impress.
JFK, we one hit away. Man down, we ain't come to play. Ride out, we bout it every day. Load up, we oughta let it spray. JFK, we one hit away. Man down, we ain't come to play. Ride out, we bout it every day. Load up, we oughta let it spray.
Well, damn.
Right.
Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we
Debonaire
do
serving those dinner rolls. Like he
it.
serving
Right
dinner
now,
rolls. Like like how I feel like he was like dinner rolls. Like he was like
So that's your site right there, the Debonair one.
Debanaire1.com. I'm actually revamping it.
Okay,
Um, We'll start doing some merch and a whole lot of new things. So I'm actually going to be revamping it
that's
in
what's
the
up.
next month.
Give the
Yeah.
people, but give the people your social and everything so they know, and where they tell them where they can find the music too, please.
Well, you can find the music everywhere, all streamings, all of that. And just type in the name Debonaire, and that's Debanaire. If you're going on Instagram and you can't find the Debonaire, figure out how to spell it. The Black Bruce Wayne, easy, I pop up. There's a few others, but I'm the one.
There it is. He's the one. You heard?
and that's what it needs to be. And I think that it's super duper important that you know we look into our history and understand where hip hop came from because it started here first.
Facts.
I don't care what nobody say. People say New York, but then they be like, "Yo, it was the Bronx," but it was the five boroughs early.
Word.
Five
Everybody
boroughs
doing their
early.
shit.
Most important thing is it started with us.
Right.
You're
So you know, I think that you know, again, just saying it again, reiterating this thing. I'm glad that you got signed. You got
yes,
the
sir. Yes, sir.
party dropping in March.
Salute.
Like, definitely saw it coming. Right? But I saw it coming from a long time ago.
What's the feel? So what's the feeling like now with this project? Because every project is a little bit different. So now that you know what I'm saying, you got the deal and you got the how's this feeling going forward?
Crazy. I was prepared, man, because I'm working on three things simultaneously.
Right.
So shout out to Pure Artist Music. We're gonna have an exclusive project dropping on their website called
Okay.
Palpitations.
Okay.
And that's Palpitations is a lot of vibey joints, sort of similar to like I have a shout out to City the King. I got a track on them produced by him. I have a song with Durgavelli called Don't Play that dropped on Valentine's Day that's out right now all over. It's gonna be on that album as well. Got the
Okay.
Barbarian tape. And then Space Cowboy is the other one that I'm dropping, and that's probably gonna be coming out around the summertime.
Yeah.
And it's Space Cowboy is nothing but melodic, trappy shit, bars, Travis Scott, Drake-ish, Wiz
Yeah, I got
Khalifa
you.
type.
I got you.
So I'm just giving everything, something for the ladies, the Barbarian tape for the hip hop heads, and then Space Cowboy for like the 19 to like 25-year-old age range.
So cover everybody. Have everybody covered. All the
And then,
bases. That's
in
what it
1 year,
is.
that's the goal.
That's what
Yeah.
it is, my G. But we gonna share this. It's over the time now, but we're gonna have to get up out of here. But we gotta throw you the salute for sitting down and chopping it up with us, giving us your time and letting the people know more about you and what you got coming. You know what I'm saying? You know you always got a home here with us. That goes without saying. But it's just with everything that's going on, man, in the world today. It's crazy. It's good that you know what I'm saying, you can get a little piece of time and give it and share it with us and let us hear this great music, man. And please, when the project drops, I hope we get the exclusive on that.
Oh, that's a fact. I need the emails. I'm gonna send you guys 2 tracks from each of the albums.
Yeah.
That's already done. I'll
Yeah.
send you. I'm gonna send like 6 tracks.
Yeah.
Give you a little preview of what's going on, and
Especially
yeah,
the stuff you're gonna be doing with City. Oh, forget about it. You know I gotta hear that, man.
Oh yeah, I'm sending that right over. It's called Tragic. It's a dope
My
set.
man.
Yeah,
My man. 100, my G.
already know. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man.
Brooklyn. Yo, you already
Brooklyn, stand up.
We done took shots together, so we family all day. That's it. That's just what it is.
All right, family.
All right, man. Yo, you already know, man.
Smells like Hennessy up in here.
I'm telling you, man. Like you already know. It's your boy.
What's up? Every week we going over P Money. It gets too good. We just can't help it.
But it does. Like it do be getting good. But you already know. It's your boy, PROFYT_radio_NY. Your girl calls me Poppy, but it's all good. But that's how you can follow me to see your girl following me when they get done. You heard?
And we're gonna get you a Twitter page, P Money, because that's all that you're missing. You know what I'm saying? We gotta step you up into 2022. But you can find your boy in the gram, DJ Shawn, recognize DJ SHAWNRECOGNIZE on the gram. Go also hit me up on Twitter, even though I might not answer, hit me anyway. It's DJ Shawn Rec, DJ SHAWNREC. But remember, only my friends can call me Rex, so you better recognize.
Yeah, I think I got a Twitter page. I think I don't know.
Will you? We're gonna have to put that out there.
Yeah, and it's probably the same thing. It's probably
it's a lot of merch, and a lot of marketing going on. You know what I'm saying? We need to get plugged in. So yeah, we got to get you up there too.
You know, I don't know. I got so many social media platforms. I don't even know what happened to me.
Hey, we got to be the Silver Surfer, brother. We got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Glide on every platform. And
but I know.
Shouts out to Max B.
When it comes to me and your girl, when I took her, but
yeah,
girls, right? You always tell me she stay ready, so she don't gotta get ready because it's your boy Prophet Pete. You heard? Gang. That's it.
Oh, and we ain't play the old school again. We
Shit!
On the old school.
Nah, we gotta stop. We gotta stop not playing the old school joint today. So here we go. This is a spin. If we go back, this is Kid and Play. So for those of you that don't know who they are, you're gonna have to understand and respect.
History lesson right here.
Gang.
You've been praying, saying you want more. The sound is hype, and we're sure that you feel real good when you're part of a Kid and Play adventure.
I think it's time to make the floor burn. What I'm saying is, it's your turn to do things you've always wanted to. Here's the jam for Kid and Play to you.
Listen up to what I'm saying here, work it out. Oh, you ain't staying here.
Troopers and troopettes should know this. Listen close, don't blow this chance.
To get next to the opposite sex, it means
if you ain't down, use the exit.
Just like Brutus, we always knew this. On the strip, y'all, we can do this my way.